My name is Will Lewis. Somebody asked me to explain the VIX in regards to the stock market. All right, it's the VIX, or the Volatility Index, also called the Fear and Greed Index. It marks the fear and or the greed within the stock market. All right, but I'm going to come at it a different way. I'm going to explain to you what it is with an analogy first. Now, I'm trying to make it quick. All right, so let's say instead of tracking the stock market, the VIX tracks your relationship. All right, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, husband, wife. So let's say you get into a small argument before you go to work, right? And before you go to work, well, before the argument, the share price of the VIX is $12 to $14. That's normal range, right? You and your lady, you and your man is good. $12 to $14 is normal for y'all. Okay, y'all had a small argument. You go to work, right? But you're gone for 10 hours. Once you come back home from work, before you step us at the crib, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out your phone so you can see if she's mad or whatever, right? She put a phone out and the VIX is still at $12 to $14. You're like, oh, I'm good to go. The argument was nothing. I didn't think it was nothing either. I'm good. You go inside, everything's all good. Okay, but let's say instead of it being $12 to $14, you pulled it out and it was at $20 now, all right? If it's at $20, you're like, whoa, okay, something going on, but it's not bad, right? But y'all gonna have one of those talks. Hey, baby, we need to talk. Y'all know that conversation, right? You have one of those talks, right? It's all good though, but it deserves your attention, right? Okay, so I have that talk. Okay, another scenario. Let's say you look down and it's $30 before you go inside. At $30, whoa, she's really, really mad, all right? Y'all not over yet, but she's mad. It's one of those conversations where you may sleep the weekend at your mother's crib, at your best friend crib. You call your brother, hey, Johnny, hey, man, I need to lay with you for the weekend, bruh. Hey, Marcus, hey, man, can you set me up for the weekend, man? We got into it. All right, so, but if it's at like 40 plus, $40, 50 plus, y'all over with. You turned your keys in, y'all done. It's over with. All right. How does this relate to the stock market? All right. Like I said, it's the Fear and Greed Index. It tracks the overall sentiment of the stock market. What that means is that if everything is normal, let's say we have these FOMC meetings, right, where the government talks about Fed cut rates, job employment, everything, right? If the information is good that comes out of there, it stays normal. If it's great, it jumps. If it's bad, it stocks. So let's say we have those meetings, and before the meeting said $12 to $14, the VIX is, right? But let's say after the meeting, it jumps up. The VIX jumps up. That's letting you know something was said in that meeting that the market did not like. People are selling. Okay, if it gets to 20, like I said, it's not a crash, but it's a 20. So it went from 12 to 20. You gotta monitor that, especially if you got long-term plays, shares, options, etc. You have to monitor that, right? Monitor that. Okay, so let's say if it gets to $30, which it just was at $30 Thursday. It was at $30, right? It got to 30 for the first time, I believe, since COVID hit. And we know what happened then, the market crashed, right? Went to $30 and there's massive selling on Thursday and Friday. It was crazy, right? It was a lot of red. If you play it right, though, you can make money. That's why I monitor the VIX. It lets me know what the market is thinking. Okay, so how can you use this to your advantage, right? What you can do, because what I personally do, right? I check the VIX probably more than I check any other single stock. Because before I trade the stock, I'm going to look at the VIX. And I do that for every stock. So therefore, just being logical, I use it more than any stock, right? Because I look at it, it lets me know if people are fearful or greedy, you know? And either way, it's going to be market jumps, right? And it's something else. Just because the VIX spikes up doesn't mean it's going to stay red. No, but what it's going to do, it's going to be different. It's going to be strange, right? Like, for instance, right? If you and your girl get into an argument, right? It's not all bad, right? It's times we get into an argument with your girl when she's overly nice. But the VIX went from 12 to, let's say, 25, right? So when you go inside expecting turmoil, but she's real nice. Extremely nice. Like something's wrong, right? Because the VIX told you something wrong, right? It's not bad, but it's different. It's strange. So the VIX the same way. Just because it spikes, it's not gonna drop every single day, but it's gonna be strange, right? Like you're gonna see massive swings in one day. It could be red, just tanking, and then out the blue, just green. You know, it started just rising for the entire day, right? It's gonna be different. So monitor the VIX, right? It's highly important. You can use it to your advantage. If you see the VIX is spiking, something was in the news that you're probably not aware of, right? But I can guarantee something was said in a meeting or something happened in the world, a hurricane, a war was announced, something happened, right? So just monitor it, right? If the market is regular, it's $12 to $14. If the market is kind of a little antsy but not bad, $16, right? But you kind of looking around, you're looking around. $20, something's going on, right? Check it out. Look into the news. Look and see what's happening in the financial market, employment rates, interest rates, anything. $30, watch your positions, right? In another video, I get to how I use it for a trade a few days ago, this past Thursday, right? I made a decent amount of money just by noticing the VIX spiked up and me knowing the market's gonna drop. I played the down position because I play options. I play stock options, meaning I can call the direction of the market. But once again, that's another video. In fact, maybe I'll make another video. Maybe my next video will be how I use the VIX to make gains, all right? This past Thursday. So the VIX Volatility Index, look into it, learn it, and use it to your advantage. It'll save you a lot of money or gain you a lot of money, all right? So until then, happy trading to everybody out there, right? Peace out. And just in case I didn't make this clear, all right? The video is over, but I wanted to add this part. Just for demonstration wise, right? If the VIX is going up, the market is going down, all right? And vice versa, right? If the market, no, that's pretty much how it is. If the VIX is going up, like they move in opposition of each other, all right? Maybe once again, I'll show that on the chart as well. At times when the VIX is at its highest, the market tends to be at its lowest, okay? Once again, when COVID hit, that was the last time there was a market crash, a legit market crash. VIX was at an all-time high. It might have been 50, 60. Maybe I'll do research to find out exactly, but it was $50 or $60, right? At that point, the stock market was at its lowest it's been in a long time. The VIX was up there, the market was down there, all right? So I just want to make that comparison, right? I don't think just in case you didn't get that in the video that I just made. So once again, peace out for the second time. All right, enjoy.